super clean. Looks great. I know how this looks from the very jump. It's not as complicated as it looks. Here's what you get and how you install the Ilmberger Carbon Fiber front center lower lip for the StreetFighter V4S. This is the front fairing lower center piece for the StreetFighter V4S. And this is in matte finish. You can also get it in gloss. Extremely lightweight and durable. There's also a UV coating on here. They do include one screw to fasten down here. Seams are non-existent. Let's throw this thing on. It's not too difficult to do on your own. We're gonna walk you through it. The first thing we're gonna need to do, you might have to skip this step if you don't have the Rizoma windscreen protection. There are two bolts right down here. You're gonna loosen right below the headlight. In my case, I'm gonna have to remove the Rizoma windscreen to pop off this little cover here and undo the dash plugs. This is the point of view from the dash, left hand side of the bike. We're gonna undo these screws. I'd recommend covering the headlight so you don't drop screws or nicks and dings and dent on the headlight. So I have my hand here right below just to kind of catch everything. There we go. Then now the little side panel is going to come right out. Make sure you keep your hand there. You don't want to drop any of the screws or washers on your headlight to scratch, or just put something covering your headlight. Now that we got the Rizoma windshield pulled off, you're gonna pop this up, just wiggle it through. It should come right out. Slight pressure, you're just going straight up. Now we're gonna unplug the dashboard harness, just like that. We're gonna go to the bottom and we're gonna do the two bolts at the very bottom of the headlight. Keep in mind there are two washers here as well. Make sure you don't lose them. From this point on, it's fairly straightforward to remove the headlight. It goes straight up. You just kind of lift and then unhinge it. So we're gonna do that and then unplug the connectors in the back. There we go, just like that. Headlight is off the bike. Now we're gonna pass the harness down. Harness goes right through. Then you have two connectors here. Hopefully you guys can make that out. We're gonna undo the first connector. This connector is out. There's one more left. There you go. These are the two connectors we removed, guys. So in total, we're doing 3 connectors. And then from there, we'll remove the OEM plastic and kind of get the ball rolling. Now that we have the headlight off, we're just gonna quickly do a little bit more operating here on the headlight specifically. So we're just gonna flip it over. So only 3 steps here to do. 3 screws, left hand side, right hand side, and the center. We're gonna do those. That's gonna be a T-Torx 20. These are not ridiculously tight, so heads up. Okay. And just like that, guys, just straight down. There we go. Gonna flip it back over and drop the carbon fiber one on here. Keep in mind there are grooves on here. It's supposed to fit into the grooves. We all know that it's Ilmberger carbon fiber. It should fit completely perfect. So we're gonna drop some screws in there, not like tighten it completely. Also keep in mind they did give you a replacement center screw, and just make sure you use that instead of the OEM T-Torx. These felt very hand tight. So just keep that in mind when you are doing this. They're probably very lightly torqued. Okay. Gonna drop that last screw right in. Tighten the center one down. The new carbon fiber center piece is on. Looks really, really clean. Now that we're back, we're just gonna do everything pretty much in reverse. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna grab the harness. You're gonna button that back in. And you're gonna hear like a positive click once it's been done. Just like that. So you know it is on properly. You're gonna do the second wiring. Same thing. You're gonna hear that positive click once that's in properly. And then from there, you're gonna snake the dash harness wiring through the center. Just like that. Before you start putting things down properly, there are 2 holes rivet here with some rubber mounts. Make sure you align the mount to the rivet, to the plastic rivets, before you snap them down. Now you're gonna apply some pressure down on both sides. You're gonna feel them snap in. Very positive click. It's not gonna make a sound, but you're gonna feel that it falls, like sink into the. Now we're gonna put the harness back in for the dashboard. Positive click. Before we do anything else, I'm gonna put the key in the ignition. Make sure everything is okay. There's no errors, nothing weird happening before finalizing everything. High beam, low beam's working. I'm gonna drop these washers in. There we go. And then we're gonna drop these. There you go, nice and snug. No movement here. Now we're gonna put the black cover on. Just gonna align all the holes and then just apply steady pressure down. Now for the sake of my own sanity, I'm gonna put the key in the ignition again, check out the headlight, check out the turn signals, make sure everything is kosher. Dashboard is a go. Turn signals, that's a go. Low beam, high beam. Last few steps and we're done, but this is the tedious part. Turned out super clean. Looks great. And just like that, that Street Fighter headlight just went from here to out of the stratosphere with some Ilmberger Carbon Fiber. As I mentioned, this is exactly how that bike should have came out from the jump, coming out of Ducati, coming out of the factory, all right? So we're gonna help you to get it exactly where it needs to be. As recommended, use your parts purchase to support the store that support your sport. Motivation USA gives back to the riding community with everything from safety seminar courses and worldwide racing sponsorships. For the most trusted parts and accessories, shop MotivationUSA.com. Every single one of those links are going to be in the description down below. And remember, ride safe and ride often. Catch you guys later. Peace.